I've seen people make six-figure mistakes just by choosing the wrong floor plan. And the worst part? They didn't even realize it until they were already living in it. In my third decade in real estate, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. The layout you choose will impact your daily life more than anything else. Not the price, not the finishes, and honestly, sometimes not even the location. So if you're thinking about right sizing, this is one of the most important conversations that you can have. Yep, we're going to talk about why floor plan is more important than square footage. You see, a smaller home with the right layout will always feel better than a bigger home with the wrong one. Here's what I see all the time. People, they walk into a house and they say, this feels small or this feels big. But that's not actually what they're reacting to. They're reacting to how the home flows. I've seen 2,400 square foot homes that feel amazing. And I've seen homes that are twice that size that feel tight and awkward. Why? Because one is designed well and the other, well, just has more space. When you're right sizing, you're not trying to have less. You're trying to make life easier, smoother, simpler. That's the real goal. Less time maneuvering around furniture and hallways. Less effort, less friction in your day. Think of it this way. Simple is smooth. So every decision you make on a floor plan should answer one question. Does this make my life simpler and smoother? Let's talk about the do's and the don'ts of right sizing. Here we go. Here's do number one. True single level living. If you're planning to stay in your next home long term, everything you use daily should be on one level. And I mean everything. Your bedroom, your bathroom, the kitchen, living areas, and yes, even laundry. Here's where people get caught. They buy something that looks like main floor living, but one key element of their life is downstairs. And they don't think it matters until it does. Would you like to know don't number one? Well, that would be hidden stair dependency. The most dangerous layouts are the ones that quietly depend on stairs. Maybe the laundry's downstairs, or is the storage downstairs? And now you're using stairs every day or at least every week, and over time, that becomes a problem. Care to guess what do number two is? That didn't come out right. Optimize your daily path. One of the smartest things you can do is mentally walk your typical day through the house. Seriously, just think it through. In the morning, maybe it's bedroom to bathroom to kitchen. Then in the evening, maybe it's living room to bathroom to bedroom. Do these paths feel smooth and effortless, or are you maneuvering around a lot of things? That one exercise alone will save people from making a lot of bad decisions. Ready for don't number two? Long walking distances. Some homes look open, but they actually make you work harder. Why? They have long hallways. Rooms are too spread out from other areas, and the kitchen's disconnected from everything else. And at first you don't notice it, but over time, you feel it every single day. Do number three is an open functional flow. Open floor plans only work when they're designed for how you actually live. It's not about knocking down walls. It's about movement and flow. Can you move naturally from one space to another, or does it feel broken up? That's the difference. Don't number three is over-compartmentalized layouts. Too many walls might feel cozy at first, but they rarely age well. Closed-off kitchens, tight hallways, separated spaces, they make the home feel smaller than it actually is and harder to live in over time. Do number four, bathroom functionality. Bathrooms are one of the most important and overlooked parts of the floor plan. People focus on how they look, but what matters is how they function. Do you have a walk-in shower? Do you have easy access? Is there enough space to move comfortably? This is about long-term usability. Now, don't number four is a biggie. Style over function. A beautiful bathroom that is hard to use becomes frustrating really, really fast. Big tubs that you never use, or even if you do now, at an older age, you will not. Tight layouts can become dangerous in the event of a fall. Slippery spaces can, well, you get the picture. They all look great until you live with it for too long. Do number 5, right size your space. The goal isn't less space, it's better use of space. Every room should have a purpose, and many empty nesters, they struggle having unused spaces. These need to be maintained, and for what? They will not get used anymore. So when right sizing, be intentional about purpose-driven spaces. That's what makes a home feel right over the long term. Don't number 5. Do not pay for empty space. Unused space isn't neutral. It costs you maintenance, cleaning, heating, cooling. Even if you don't use it, you're still paying for it. Your last do is number 6. Easy to use storage. Good storage should make your life easier, not harder. Should be on the main level, should be accessible, should be organized. If it's easy to use, well, you'll actually use it. And finally, don't number 6. Hard to reach storage. If your storage requires effort, it eventually becomes useless. Basements, attics, high shelves. Out of reach usually means out of use. So here's how you can evaluate any floor plan in under a minute. Yes, under a minute. When you look at a potential home when right-sizing is the goal, ask yourself this: can I live fully on one level? Does this make daily life smoother? Are my most used spaces close together? And does this make life simpler? If you hesitate, that's your answer. I've had clients move into beautiful homes only to regret it a year later. They'll say things like, Wade, we didn't realize how much we were going to use the stairs, or the kitchen feels disconnected, or we don't use the spaces that we thought we would. Think about it. Every one of those problems started with a floor plan. In Littleton, the best right-sizing floor plans are limited, and they do go fast. Ranch-style homes, patio homes, main-level living townhomes, when the right layout hits the market and it's priced right, it does not last. So, when you're planning a move in the next few years, this is worth saving. Got your pens ready? Do single-level living, efficient layout, open flow, functional bathrooms, purpose-driven spaces, accessible storage. Here are your don'ts. Do not rely on stairs. Do not choose choppy layouts. Do not prioritize style over function. Do not pay for unused space. And do not ignore accessibility. Now, when you want help finding homes in Littleton which actually check these boxes, you're in luck. I've put together a right-sizing floor plan guide, and it shows you what to look for and what to avoid, and where to find the best opportunities. Because the difference between a good move and a great move is choosing the right layout. The right floor plan, it doesn't just make your home easier to live in. It makes your life easier to live. And if you take the time to get this right, well, everything else gets a whole lot simpler. If you have found this content valuable, please share it with a friend. Because after all, life is a one-act play. Make it award-winning by choosing the right layout.